contracts will be extended, and depending on the outcome against Washington, he could add to his lead in quarterback wins. Not to mention, he also has the most playoff passing yards, completions, attempts, and TDs. So, Shannon, does he get enough credit for this?
I think he does. I mean, he's regarded by in a lot of circles as the GOAT. That seems like a lot of credit to me. But Skip Bayless tells me all the time when I say LeBron James has the most points and the most wins and the most this, he's like, it's longevity. He should have that. So considering Tom Brady's played 20 seasons, this is his 21st season, he's in the playoffs, he has the most playoff games. Shouldn't he have the most playoff wins? Shouldn't he have the most playoff touchdowns, the most playoff yards? Right? I'm just using Skip Bayless' logic. So I think he gets the amount of credit. He's been phenomenal. He's transcended. He's historically great. If you look at it, he has 30 playoff wins. That's 2 times the next closest, Elway in Montana with 14 behind him. He's basically, think about it. The most games you can win in the playoff season is 4. So it's going to take a very long time. I mean, you got to think about it take you 4. That's the most. If you go wild card all the way and win the Super Bowl, the most you can win in a given season is 4. So this might be the most unapproachable record in the NFL. I mean, somebody's eventually, the way they throw the football now, Skip, I'll say within the next 3 years, somebody's going to get Norman Van Brocklin's 554. They just throw the ball too much. The guys are too gifted now. Somebody's going to get that. Somebody's going to probably, I don't know, maybe the 300, that 296 that Adrian Peterson has. I don't know. They don't really run the ball like that. Somebody's going to probably get that 300 receiving yard. But this might be, when Tom Brady's all said and done, the most playoff wins by a quarterback. That might be the most unapproachable record in the NFL annals. And I think,
by the way, he's not finished.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But when he's all said and done, right. And I think when it's all said and done, that's what he's going to be most proud of, because the playoff is the measure of how you measure quarterback, Skip. And he paid a lot of these 30 wins off with the ultimate prize at the end of the day. So I think he gets a lot of credit. But he's come up, 14 points in 2007 in the loss, 17, and then he only scored 13 in the win. But give him his due. I'll give him his flowers now. I won't wait till he's gone away. I'll give him his flowers. I think he's getting the adequate credit that he deserves, and rightfully so.
And I do not, because I don't know that anybody ever gives him any flowers for any of this.
Well, you got to.
In fact,
he did it.
None of this had really sunk in with me until last night. I start reading all these numbers, and I say, seriously? Yeah. He has lapped the field. Yeah. No one's even in the ballpark of any of these.
No.
As you said, 30 wins to Montana's 16 in third place. That's Joe Montana. So it's GOAT versus the other GOAT that a lot of people believe in. And then touchdown passes, 73 to Montana's 45. 73 to 45. That's absurd. You're doubling him up almost.
Yeah.
And then we can go all the way down the list, all the passing yards, the completions. He's almost double second place.
Yes.
Okay. So even I, a Brady supporter, I love the guy. Again, I don't know him off the field, but I'm just talking about as a performer. I don't know how you can beat 6 out of 9 Super Bowls that could have been 7 or 8 Super Bowls. You can argue the other way. They could have been fewer. But the point is, I didn't even know these numbers because nobody talks about them. These aren't exactly household numbers that everybody knows. Oh, we know Tom Brady has 30 playoff wins.
Skip,
nobody knows that.
You know what it is? Because numbers in football are not like in baseball. The numbers in baseball are sacred, Skip. 500 used to mean something.
No, I got
300 wins for a pitcher, and you knew what 56-game hitting streak, and you knew what 7-4-15. Skip, you knew those numbers.
Yeah.
Man, if somebody say 18,369, what the hell is that?
Yep.
That's how many yards Emmitt Smith worked for? Over 18,000. The numbers are not sacred. So when someone said 30 playoff wins, the numbers just don't. To us that follow the game, we know how hard that is.
Okay.
Hell, I got a little 13. I feel proud. I got 13. I won 12 in a row. Like, what? That's the most consecutive. But this dude got 30. I need to play. I need to have about 10 more years to even get probably to 20, 25.
Okay. So here's my issue comparing Brady to LeBron, the guy you say is the GOAT of basketball. So every time LeBron passes somebody doing something, they're not really records, they're just marks. They're postseason marks or even regular season, but we're staying in the postseason now. I say, well, they're longevity records. Well, it stopped the presses. It's like the world stops. LeBron did it again. He did this. Now, is it because of what I call those billions of blind witnesses out there who are trying to make the case that he is the GOAT above Michael Jordan?
Right.
Is that what's going on here? Because I know all these numbers. I hear them constantly from you, all of his playoff numbers, the points scored that he's pulling away.
We about to double up the field.
Okay. Well, you're not quite there.
We will get
you're in playoff points scored, you're 7,491, so you're 1,500 points ahead of Michael Jordan. And I don't think he's going to be able to improve upon his 1,500 anytime soon.
Oh, we're going to prove that.
So, well, you are, but he's not. What I'm saying, that's in.
Oh, you're talking about Mike?
That's in concrete. That's in granite.
Oh, yeah. Mike ain't going up no more.
Okay, so you're at 7,491, so 7,500 points you scored. You will score more points than that. So will you lap the field?
No.
You might.
No.
I don't know.
I just think, Skip, the thing is that, like I said, I don't know if the numbers are people don't really care. Skip, the numbers in football are not the same. Skip, don't nobody care about no.
Okay.
Like if somebody hit 4 home runs.
Okay.
Is more meaning than somebody catching 4 touchdowns.
Okay, but here's how I boil this down. LeBron is the greatest self-promoter in the history of sports.
What did he do?
I mean that in a positive way because I honor it. I'm in awe of it because he makes sure through the power of social media, which Brady has only lately started to use, LeBron makes it clear that he did this or he did that. When he does it, it's posted. And how many? He's got 2 billion followers. He got almost 80 million on